Hi, my name is Conrad Cannell here with Cashfly Counseling. In this Max group today, I want to talk a little bit about goal setting, as many do at this time of year, January, New Year, try to establish goals, try to establish what we want to accomplish. And as our company and our group is working on discussing goal setting for the month of January, I kind of want to give my own thoughts on it. Now, there are many ways to set goals, discuss goals, SMART goals, if you've heard of that, other ways that we just work on finding out what we want. Now I'm going to introduce something that's actually old, but add some more of my thoughts on it, which is called the urgent important matrix. Kind of first established back in the day with President Eisenhower, talked a little bit about this time management matrix. I'm going to introduce how we can apply it with goals. Stephen R. Covey also talks about this urgent important matrix is how he defined it, which I'll kind of discuss a little bit. And so in that goal setting, this isn't necessarily how we set goals, but really how we spend our time. How do we manage our time so that we can accomplish our goals? And part of that goal planning is within this matrix. So what I have written here, I'm going to show you on my piece of paper, are two different categories. We've got urgent and not urgent, and then important and not important. And you'll see kind of those four different ways that it lines up, like urgent and important, urgent and not important, and see, now I'm even get myself all backwards. I'll just show you the piece of paper. That'll probably be better. So we've got here, you can see, right, urgent and not important, urgent and important, not urgent and important, and then not important, not urgent. Now I'll talk about these four. I'll make some brief statements on each of them, but really if you just Google the urgent important matrix, you'll see all that I'm about to say and just get an idea of what it is and how it can be beneficial for you. Now, I typically use this with clients who are struggling with managing time effectively, as well as being able to know where to start with goals, or what goals to start with, or what tasks to work on, and really just to give a better framework of putting what's important, what's not, what's urgent, and what's not, and where to go from there. So in it, I'll kind of share a few of those different parts. The urgent and important, so both urgent and important, those are the more time-sensitive things that we need to do. They require your attention, and really you should complete them as fast as possible. They are urgent and they are important. So really in that section, it's just the do, the section that we just do and need to get done. Second category, the not urgent but important. Those are non-time sensitive activities. They do require your attention. And we do have to require a carving out of time. And so this is more the plan stage. Being able to plan, set those goals, discuss it, figure that out, know where it is, because it's not urgent, doesn't need to get done right now, but it is important. Third category, more that not important but urgent. Those are the things that are time sensitive, but that means someone else can do it. Someone else can be able to manage it. If possible, you could delegate, or you can be able to recognize how to work on doing that later. It isn't, or not later, but finding out which of those are important if you can't delegate. If none of them are, if the tasks assigned to you, then you work on delegating or letting them go. And that's that third category. Now the fourth one, the more time wasters. They're not urgent or not important. A lot of times those are mind-numbing behaviors or activities, like, let's say, continuous doom scrolling with social media, or other activities that don't give you much value in life, but also take up time and just waste. So those are the things we want to try to eliminate. Eliminate those that are not urgent and not important. Remove it from your life. And so in understanding those four different categories, I think it's helpful in this time of year to be able to practice what I would write out this matrix as I kind of showed on a piece of paper. Write out all the things that you need to get done. Where does it line up? And even if possible, make a little scale like we used to do in grade school, where there's a graph, and is it on a scale of 1 to 10 of urgency? Kind of put it where it is, as well as 1 to 10 of importance, and kind of get all those different little dots in that different quadrant, that graph, to see where to really start, what is most important, and also how to make sure you're spending time carving it out for what you need. Now, to establish these goals, it's helpful to know where to go, and that's why this urgent important matrix can be helpful, but also establishing the goals that you want to accomplish next. So my invitation in this little soapbox about the urgent important matrix is spend some time figuring out what is important to you. Know what values are most important, what things you want to accomplish, and know which ones aren't. I think in doing this in my own life, I recognize there's a lot less important things than maybe I put because of the urgency of them. I might think it's important, but really it's just urgent. And if I start to realize what is really just urgent versus what is most important, I start to be able to figure out how do I establish those time management practices well, but also how do I set those goals within those most important things. So that's my invitation to you. Be able to recognize what's urgent, what's important, what's not, and spend some time figuring out what you need in this new year with all these great resolutions. Do something different. Find a way to manage it differently. I hope the best of luck to you.
This is Chelsea with Cache Valley Counseling, and I wanted to thank you for watching this week's edition of Max Group. If you haven't signed up already, click the link in the description. Each week we cover new topics and give you new exercises to try out at home. Sign up and start maximizing the therapy experience.